with oils another thing, you know, like you read great things about it, but it's so hard to source, you know.
Right, okay, yeah.
You know, things like enemas and all that, like just all these different things.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And in terms of information, you said earlier you didn't know much about it when you were diagnosed. What have you been able to, what sort of information have you been able to access since then?
It's more so just about, can you repeat that question? Sorry, I've just gone blank.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Can you tell me what type of information you've been able to access for your lung cancer?
Oh, okay, so I just research crazy. I just look everywhere at Google, and you just go from there, and you find one thing takes you to another thing, or gives you a new word, and then you're on a new, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And is there anything you've so when you've received information, what's been the most helpful? What bit of information?
I can't say there's any really. It's just sort of like, I don't know, for me, it's just like a great big jigsaw puzzle, and I'm trying to piece it all together. I mean, I even took a course in biochemistry.
Wow, yeah.
You know, like just to try and piece together, well, what's going on, but to understand that part of it, you know. And I mean, still you can't, because cancer does its own thing, you know. But yeah, it's just,
So is there anything you've come across that has not been helpful?
look, I don't know, not really. I can't specifically say one thing. I'm just a person that if I don't want to read that part, I skim through. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I won't read statistics. I won't go to anything that's negative when I'm looking at things. I haven't, and even with the doctors, I said I don't want to know. You know, and then I've had another doctor. Have they crunched the numbers to you? And I'm like, I don't want to know. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. And what about you know, would you say that you've got a preference for online information, phone apps, booklets, or for talking to someone, and why in terms of information?
No, I don't really. I think that there should be some sort of, which I've failed to find, like a good app where you can pop all your doctor's appointments in, you know, and all your medications, just everything in one thing, you know, where it's just a reminder of whatever that they're coming up. I think that would be really helpful.
Yeah.
You can find apps, they've only got parts of it, but so it might be, a medication reminder or a doctor's reminder, but it doesn't have it all combined, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That does sound like a good idea. We know that receiving information can be overwhelming. In hindsight, for you, when do you think you were most receptive to receiving information, or when did you feel like you were most able to take information in?
I don't get what you mean.
You know, like I suppose some people find, like, you know, at diagnosis when they're given all this information, they can't really take it in. It's all a bit overwhelming. Like, was there a time when you felt like, okay, I can take this information in now? This is, you know,
With me, it doesn't take very long at all because I'm a person who needs to understand what's going on.
Right.
And
so you wanted to know straight away. Yep.
Yeah,
information.
Yeah. I've got that quiet time and I can sit down. I've got to do that so I understand. So I get given information and it doesn't worry me because I know I'll go home and research it and find out exactly what it means.
Sure. Yep. Okay. Overall, Shirley, what is the communication that you've had with healthcare professionals about your lung cancer been like?
Basically, it's just my appointment to the doctor. I find there's a big... So between the chemotherapy doctor and the radiation doctor, it's like they don't talk or something. So you've got the two looking after you, but it's almost like that's the part that doesn't sink in, you know, and you find yourself, well, okay, so the chemo doctor's saying this to me, but the radiation doctor puts a hell of a different light on it, and then you're left thinking, well, what the hell, you know?
Yep.
And And that's what I found was